Oh my goodness, oh my goodness! Hello.
Alright, so here comes the lifesaver.
Well, look, I usually use a glass, but that's too big for a glass. I'm probably gonna break its leg off. And huntsmans are the good spiders, so you don't really want to kill them because they're good to have around the house. They eat the little poisonous ones. So I got a container. You can use anything, but I like it when it's see-through because you can actually see what the spider is doing. And then you're gonna need a paper. This is like a cardboard, so it's pretty solid. It's not gonna be flimsy. So this is how you do it. You have to be quick, or else it's gonna run away.
Got it and move before you did that.
Right? And then you slide the paper under. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! This still scares me, but I have to do it. Okay, then you put your hand under the paper. And you see? It's there.
Beautiful. You saw how it jumped?
Yeah.
Alright, now what are you gonna do with
my
it?
heart is pounding.
Shall we cook it?
No, I'm just gonna let it live.
I love you. Sounds like a plan. So today is going to be a little bit of a twist because, as you can see, Thais and Leo are not with me. I'm just going to catch up with the boys, you know, some of my friends, and we're going to go for a bit of a drive up north.
Let's do this, man.
I guess he's Mummy, I must be Leo. You're the. This is.
Alright, so this is our ride for today.
It's a Nissan Skyline V36 sedan. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
So there was a bus in front of me.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden on the freeway going on 100, he went down to 60. So what's going on, you know? So all of a sudden I see a tire just rolling across the freeway from in front of this truck. And obviously it was of the car in front of him, but he didn't realize, you know. He's probably looking in the mirror and saying where does the tire come from, you know? And 2 minutes after, I see him pulling over, and you could see he realized that he's got no tire and just the rim.
This is a truck, did you say, or the bus?
No, it's the car that had no tire.
Just normal
but the
car.
bus slowed down because obviously the tire went past him.
They've had a flat tire. She said she didn't know about it. She was like driving on the road, and it got to the point that it was like wearing down. She said sparks were coming out the back of her.
She could hear it.
She only saw it when she saw it in her mirror.
She got the loud music on. She got Rihanna on.
Yeah, sparks going all over the place.
So all these cars were like avoiding her. They were like driving around. She's just like, why is everyone avoiding me? Next minute, looks at the back, sparks flying out.
All right.
We had a freeway story where Tab almost, like, I don't know, could have been a really serious accident. Like, could have died at how fast the speed of this car was and going into her. So Tab's in front and the car just pretty much there. I'm here, 100 k's an hour just on the freeway cruising, and we're on the full left side of the lane of the Eastern Freeway. And then on the complete other side, there was these typical Holden drivers, Commodore dudes, and they're P-platers, and they're just like, all right, cool, we're just gonna do whatever. And I could just see them from the corner of my eye. He just almost, like, he's driving normally, and all of a sudden he tries to power slide the car, right? And he loses control. He's obviously got 100 k's an hour, and Holden's a shit anyway for handling. Loses control and goes from the complete opposite side of the lane, flying, drifting sideways, and drifts in between us. And it goes onto the bankment. Could have easily hit a pole. Doesn't, luckily. It was like something out of Fast and Furious. And like, we stopped the car. I'm like, are you okay? And she's just shaking. She's like, oh my gosh, like.
So we were at Squidgy's birthday, 2 years ago?
It worked perfectly.
And what had happened was we ended up like, and we were like, man, we just need to talk crap to people non-stop. But we need to come up with fake names and fake identities because we didn't know some of the people there. So we ended up like making up these characters called Thomas.
Thomas Maloney, a serious name. person to be considered, you know, like reputable and credible.
So what, are we gonna do the same today?
I reckon it'll be good because, like, if we refer to each other, I'll be like, what do you think, Zordon?
What? Why did we call him Zordon in the first place? It can't be Zordon.
Man, you know what? People could take you seriously. That's your challenge.
Yeah, that's
to make them take you seriously, considering the fact that you have that
I
name.
don't take myself seriously, man.
Exactly, that's perfect.
Zordon was a guy with like he was in a glass jar for like the whole series.
You're more of a kind of, you know, Franklin style.
Franklin.
Franklin?
Franklin.
What do you mean Franklin? As in just he sounds more like a
Yeah,
Franklin
no, he
guy?
looks like a Franklin.
Actually, that's cool. Because I think of Franklin the turtle.
You can look at me and then go, oh, he's Asian, so maybe it's actually Frank Lin, you know?
And Thomas Maloney is just a random name that wears a suit and just goes along with whatever shit he's saying. And then, like, even if he says something absolutely ridiculous, I'll come along in parties and social events and just be like, oh yeah, great, yeah, it's true. It's actually, yeah, I see what your point is. And he might be just saying that, like, look, you know, polar bears are going to take over the world. An earshot of the next group over there to see if it would perk up their ears.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's a social experiment. People would hear the ridiculousness that he says,
Yeah.
look at me and be like, oh, what? This sounds interesting. And then we'd have people come around us and just listen to what we're saying.
You know, like I heard like the speed signs we're going to swap to go down to about 35.
In 80 zones.
And people are like, what?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
know, and I'm not talking
Reactions,
about
yeah.
35 kilometers per hour. I'm talking about 35 degrees, just so cars can actually run into them. Yeah. Exactly. You know, I think
that will reduce the population as well.
It'll also reduce the speed. You know, the cars will just slow down. I think that's such a
We
good
have
idea.
enough. If we just have a few extra accidents, people will be scared to actually take on board the roads, and so they'll stop buying cars and start traveling on public transport, and everyone saves money.
So you've got
saving lives in the long run.
Less traffic, yeah.
So you're
Makes sense.
you've got a very Donald Trump sort of mentality.
Well, I'm
like,
Thomas Maloney, a serious politician. The traffic congestion segment department sector of the ATO.
Alright, so Tom Maloney,
Yeah.
welcome to the vlog.
Guys, how you going?
Jeez. Veggie burger here. Yeah, it's looking good. Bon appetit, ladies. That's what Julian says.
Does it? Yeah, what does it?
Good, thank you.
Excellent, thank you.
Alright, so lunchtime's over, and where were we off to, Michael?
Yo, check it out. We're gonna go to
Tom?
Mount Sugarloaf Summit Lookout, and then we'll probably try hit up Yarra Valley if we have time.
Sugarloaf.
Is
Do you
money.
know that Sugarloaf is in Brazil?
Is in Brazil?
Yeah.
Eu falo?
Portuguese? Let's do it, boys.
We're going to visit this mountain which supposedly looks like it's made out of sugar and is in the form of breasts.
Oh, so it is sugar tits. Or is it sugar tips?
Tips? Could be sugar tips. Maybe I've just read it wrong. Maybe there was a P instead of a T, I don't know. Maybe it's sugar pits.
Bits, yeah.
Yeah,
Sounds right.
Yeah, it sounds
Sugar
about right.
bits.
Yeah.
Yo, yeah, yeah. And we're doing some things, everybody. My ding-a-ling is itchy. I think I walked through some poison ivy and it's really itchy.
Those little nasty buggers?
Yeah, they're huge.
Yeah, they're good size.
Push, kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, coast. And the way they roll, just love.
Kick, push, coast.
That's a sick part.
Ridiculously good.
And this is chocolate. Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah, we're at the Yarra Valley chocolate place. And we're gonna see them make live chocolate. Oh, they look like Maltesers. It's a 1 kilo mega bar, and that costs nearly 27 bucks, 95 cents.
I don't know, but I've been off chocolate for a long time.
Testimony.
And now,
So what's happening today?
these guys said, I just need my hit, man. I just need my hit. Come on, man. Come on, just a bit of chocolate, man.
Just stay calm, bro. Can we have 3 scones with that same sort of deals?
Looks nice.
Sweet.
Jam it on.
I just realised where we need to take Muscat next time. It's
Where?
Danny's Donuts.
Danny's Donuts.
It's so
Yeah.
Go Chance, go Chance.
Oh!
All the killers and the $100 billers.
Yesterday night we were talking about chemtrails and some conspiracy theory sort of stuff. Again, like how true this stuff is, we're not sure. You know, so we've researched it a bit, but not like 100%. But basically, Squidge yesterday was talking about, you know, these chemtrails that they're leaving these streaks in the sky with, like, chemical trails, basically.
Yeah.
And how they were talking about how in certain areas where they use that, they're able to somewhat control the climate and the weather, and that
Oh, is that what they're for?
and then what they do is that they have the ability to stop it raining at that particular area, you know, for 5 years if they want, or whatever. I'm not sure what the
it's
time
a
frame is.
conspiracy theory though, in that like no one's proven that as you know, just that's what it does. I think.
What I've heard of is they're doing that kind of thing to like get rid of population.
Well, yeah, it's a
Right.
population control. If there's too much of people in that one area, they're thinking, all right, cool. Well, if we stop it raining, then the agriculture's affected and all their food.
Oh, in that way, okay.
In that
no,
way,
I thought it's
or
like
they-
really
Or they can just literally kill them
stuffed
because
up
of the stuff in the
chemicals
air.
and just
Yeah.
to kill people, you know.
Yeah, you get sicknesses,
Cancer
diseases.
stuff and-
yeah. I think there's another one coming out where there's like a virus X thing related to how the climate is increasing in temperature, and because of that, there's all this new bacteria coming up, more than it was before. So then, you know, flu virus strands are changing. It's a typical, you know, talk about
There's
how
a lot of stuff
this
like that.
disease-
There was one
yeah,
where they said they found a
24
virus in like ice from like, you know, it was Antarctica or whatever. Obviously
Yeah.
because it's been frozen for so long, it's like just remained dormant. But because of global warming,
So it's
all
being
the
just-
ice
yeah,
is
just
gonna
came
melt. That's gonna like the virus is gonna come up, and people like
From hundreds of years ago, you mean?
Yeah, and scientists haven't figured out a way to protect us from that because it's never been an issue, you know, so I never thought about it. So they're sort of like, oh, what do we do in the case of, say, you know, that sort of virus sort of coming out and we've got no protection against it? Like, we could be wiped out in a matter of like, you know, a couple of months or a couple of years. So.
On behalf of Horizon, thanks. If you like,
That makes you feel like
slow down, give yourself
you're in
a
there.
rest,
Yeah.
and enjoy this next song here on Pulse. Or you can try it now. It's up to you.
That's a June style thing.
Yeah.